Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back for another YgoPro Duel video. Dark World Brainwashing. New Dark World support. Also in one of the new sets with the new Twilight Sworn support as well. So for link format, Dark Worlds could mean something, or at least could do something. But this new card, Dark World Brainwashing, doesn't change anything at the core problem that Dark World currently has. You know, Dark World lost a lot of power cards like Graceful Charity, Card Destruction, Morphing Jar. Those big three, they have been hit on the ban list, but again during link formats things might change. But the deck is currently sitting at 42 cards, which is definitely justified due to the fact of running triple desires, and you will see when playing this deck you're easy, it's quite easy to deck out yourself after like one desires and then a few draw cards into your deck, like one trade-in, Dark World Dealings, Dragged Down into the Grave, the Field Spell, Reckless Greed, for example. A few card choices, the new, at least yeah, yeah, it's indeed level 6 Lucent. It's like a BH or Bash, if it depends how you pronounce it, but the guy is actually quite good together with Ceruli. You know, I believe it's a level 1. Eventually I started off with running only 1 or 2 Ceruli, but I eventually bumped it up to 3. I believe this card is quite crucial if you want to play it with your new Dark World Brainwashing. Brainwashing negates monster effects and it's not once per turn, but it has a huge, well, cost, since you can only use it, activate and use it if you have 3 or more cards in your hand, and that's quite a huge problem. So Reckless Greed is quite crucial to give you an extra card, well, 2 cards, same for desires. But again, Dark World Brainwashing also has the effect that when you negate a monster effect, or at least yeah, you bounce back a Dark World monster on the field back to your hand, and then that monster effect will be negated, or yeah, changed to the fact that your opponent then discards 1 card from your hand. And it happens at random, so it's a good card, but yeah, with a very big restriction. Few examples. Alright, first example, Dinosaurs. The opponent starts off. It's quite a double, how you say it in English, like a double feeling. I mean, if you don't start, the opponent starts, you obviously have the advantage that you will get your 6th card. And again, that Dark World Trap card, its biggest disadvantage is that you can only use it if you have 3 or more cards in your hand, so opening the duel with only 5 definitely hurts this deck. But on the other side, you kinda want to open, right, since you're running cards like Dark World, Drag Down into the Grave, for example. So again, take a look at your opponent's hand, discard the card, get information about their hand, discard their 1 outer, for example. So it's like a kinda a double. Here is the reason why I kinda like Ceruli, you know, special summon to, pretty much special summon it to your opponent's side of the field, but I lost a lot of card resources due to the fact he had, I believe, the Lagia and the Totally Awesome on his side of the field, and yeah, Deck Devastation isn't really too great against dinosaurs, since the small babies will just trigger, so this doesn't matter at all. He always would have been able to trigger his his dinosaurs, right? So it doesn't matter, he can just attack for a game. I always would have lost this one. Second example, much better. I get to start, and dealings into eventually the Snow Surge for the field spell, and then desires to get 1 extra card to work with. Trading I think is fine, again to get some extra draws. Here is where the Ceruli definitely pays off to special summon Lucent. Lucent special summons, I believe it's Fiend type from your deck, and again opening up possible Exceed plays like Beatrice, or for example a possible rank 8 Exceed play, Titanic Galaxy. But the most important thing here, and that's where Reckless Greed comes into play, is give me extra cards so I can bypass the card limit, or yeah, have more, at least have 3 or more cards in my hand, so I can use Brainwashing. And again, Brainwashing, every time when my opponent activates a monster effect, I can use Brainwashing, bounce back a Dark World monster on the field, so either the Ceruli on my opponent's side of the field, or yeah, the Dark World monster on my side of the field, and then after that my opponent discards 1 random card. So again, you get, yeah, if you're somewhat lucky, you can get that lovely Ceruli / Lucent loopish thingy going every time special summon your Ceruli, for example. And with Ceruli, biggest advantage is, yeah, every time when Ceruli activates, you can pick the card you discard. So again, discarding Lucent will trigger since Ceruli is on your opponent's side of the field, so you'll gain your Dark World's monster extra effect. Last example again, take a small risk here with the what is it called, the Bro, I believe. Yeah, get some extra draws, more options to work with, and it definitely pays off. Only 2 allure, I believe. 2 allure is just fine. Draw into the third copy actually of Reckless Greed, activate 1 to get me to that 3 card limit. So now my Dark World Brainwashing is live, and also, yeah, he's able to get rid of 2 targets for me to bounce back, but I still have my Grapha, and my opponent has like 2 terrible options to pick, and that's the Lucent, and I believe the Grapha as well, and the Lucent was picked. Best option for me. This is again special summoning a monster on the field, or yeah, onto my opponent's side of the field, and Ceruli is definitely also an option again. But yeah, again, not once per turn, so by the moment you have your established field, your established combo, it hardly, at least a lot of decks will get or have a lot of problems getting rid of this combo. But again, it's very vulnerable. Spell and Trap Destruction, for example, Mass Destruction like Dark Hole, Kaiju Slumber, again, getting rid of all the monsters on the field so you don't have any targets to get back to your hand with your Brainwashing. I mean, those are all pretty easy outs to kind of bypass this card. And let's not forget the big downside, the big restriction of this card, that you need to have 3 or more cards in your hand to use this effect. Okay, Reckless Greed can help you with that, but yeah, same for Desire. So running 42 cards is definitely justified, but again, feel free to drop a few cards from the main deck to put it down to 40 cards. Are there other options in main deck? Dimensional Barrier as well. The Viruses are also definitely an option. The Zodiac Engine could be run. Yeah, you could take it. I mean, Emerald can put, at least nets you an extra draw in your hand. Same for a Bullhorn or Broad Bull, also will get you an extra search, so that's again an extra card in your hand. So again, feel free to add something like Skill Drain or Dark Smog into the main deck. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching, and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.